Nate Diaz and Jake Paul will soon clash in the boxing ring. The highly anticipated fight will be one of the most watched boxing matches of 2021. Nate Diaz is a two-time UFC championship holder and is one of the most revered MMA fighters of this generation. He is noted for his aggressive and technical style. Jake Paul is an internet celebrity and YouTuber who is accustomed to facing off against opponents in the WWE. He is looking to make his name known through this boxing match. For this match, Nate Diaz has undergone a comprehensive preparation regime to be in his best possible condition. He has enlisted a premier boxing coach to sharpen his technique. Jake Paul has also been taking his boxing career seriously and is no stranger to intense workouts. He has been attending multiple boxing practice sessions in order to ensure he performs to the best of his ability. Someone with Nate Diaz's fighting experience is likely to use his knowledge to his advantage against Jake Paul. On the other hand, Jake Paul's physique and dedication to boxing can't be ignored. The match will start with both fighters standing face to face and the referee will be giving instructions in between rounds. The more strikes and powerful punches they land, the more points they'll receive. Nate Diaz has an expansive repertoire of punches, but his signature move is the arm kick combo. He often throws punches while backing away in order to stay out of trouble, yet still land a few strikes. Jake Paul's straightforward style of fighting includes powerful right and left hooks, and knee or elbow strikes as well as leg kicks. He is also agile and quick, which will likely prove to be advantageous. The two fighters will square off in a boxing ring and a winner will be decided based on the overall performance of each combatant. Nate Diaz's years of experience gives him an edge, but Jake Paul has been training hard to close the gap. The fight will be full of hard punches and powerful combinations which will make for an entertaining show. Nate Diaz will attempt to outsmart Jake Paul with his wide range of MMA moves. Jake Paul's strength and endurance will be tested when he is met with relentless punches and jabs thrown by Diaz. His agility and boxing knowledge will be put to the test against the experienced Diaz. The match will also be a high-stakes exhibition for both fighters. Nate Diaz has the potential to rise to the top of the boxing ranks and Jake Paul wants to prove his mettle. For Nate Diaz, entering the fight with confidence and mental awareness is essential. He cannot take his opponent lightly or else he will be at risk of losing the match. Jake Paul needs to focus on his technique and conditioning to ensure that he is ready for whatever Diaz throws at him. Even if he cannot outmatch Diaz, he must remain composed and not fall prey to exhaustion. It will be an intense battle between the two fighters and the winner will be determined by a panel of judges and by the crowd's reaction. It is difficult to predict the outcome, but it's sure to be an enthralling match. As the fight nears, many are excited to see how Nate Diaz will fare against the unorthodox style of Jake Paul. Honestly, both fighters have made remarkable strides and are coming into this fight with determination and ambition. The Diaz vs. Paul fight has gained a considerable amount of hype and fans of Diaz are clamoring to see him in action. His experience and attitude are sure to give him an edge in this one. Another factor at play is that Jake Paul is more used to working out in front of a crowd, as he usually puts on a show in the ring. This may give him an advantage against a more experienced competitor. However, Nate Diaz has spent many years in the ring and coaching MMA fighters. His technical knowledge and aggression have made him one of the best in his sport. This match has been set up to be an entertaining one, and it promises to draw a great deal of attention from fans around the world. Both fighters will be feeling the pressure to perform as they strive to make a name for themselves. Regardless of the outcome, the Diaz vs. Paul fight is sure to be one of the most memorable boxing matches of 2021. The crowd will be in for a professional boxing match between two fighters who both aim to prove something. This isn't the first time two fighters have gone head-to-head in the ring. But Nate Diaz and Jake Paul are sure to put on a show, and the result of this fight will long be remembered by fans of boxing and MMA. The bout will provide an interesting contrast between the different techniques as well as skill levels of the two fighters. Will Nate Diaz's years of experience be too much for Jake Paul? Both combatants have been preparing for the match and are sure to be in their best condition when they finally enter the ring. It is certain to be a balanced fight as both competitors understand the importance of the bout.